Welcome back everyone to Age of Wonders 4, a fantasy strategy game where you build and create your own empire and lead it to victory and glory. This time we are playing as the chosen destroyers, limiting us to only one city at a time, but giving us also access to a sheer bunch of resources that we do not need to spend on different cities, but rather can use for outposts as well as a huge army, which we currently have 3 of them. So 3 stacks of armies here, 3 stacks of armies right down here, and 3 stacks of armies right here in the front line in the war against our nemesis Mhy'hdas, who is actually currently kind of winning the game, if I am not mistaken. Well, it said before in 20 turns he would achieve victory, but even then I would have said there was nothing to worry about because he's being pressured from all sides currently. One, from the seals he is currently occupying, and 2 from us. And we certainly cannot be ignored, otherwise we will just rampage through his entire realm and clear one city after another. So we are a threat that cannot be taken lightly for them. Also, we have met Vicious Manifold. That's probably the city we just saw right there. Meeting Vicious Manifold, Seer Mala Firmamentum of the Free City Manifold threatens you. Some may consider you a god. I do not. I know your weaknesses. I know how to make even a gaudier bleed. Fear the power of Manifold. For your time has come. Are you of our race? No, exploring minions. What are those? Umbral disciples and gifted casters. Man, I honestly wouldn't know why anybody would... Okay, you know what? There are worse traits actually. Okay, let's this isn't even a bad cultural trait to begin with. So there are definitely worse cultural traits I've seen so far. Also, we have 17 chaos affinity. Holy! Whoa! This might be the highest affinity I've gotten in a specific affinity so far. Usually I do hybrid builds where I distribute them pretty well. Honestly, I kind of want to look if that all comes from tomes actually. Yep, that adds up pretty well. Let us also go ahead and grab Dark Vigor, allowing our troops to recuperate faster. Yeah, I know. Learning new words here. Recuperation. Recuperation. Fast recuperation. Regenerate an additional... Yeah, write that down in your vocabulary, guys, okay? This... It's crazy how many words they... I've never heard of some words here in this game, honestly. Anyways, we can finish up the last production right here because, well, why not? We have so much gold. Speed up our war breeds. Nice, good. Yeah, and that's pretty much it from all what we will be building inside our throne city. I don't think we will be building more, because Carnival of Flesh does only provide food. We don't need food. We have maximum, well, we might not have maximum capacity right now, but that is solely because we just used up a spell or an empire development skill that sacrificed one of our populations. So in that sense it was planned all along. And we have an event consumed by arrogance, probably something with Renown related? Yes. Your hero air god, the Needle Threader, stands tall before you. He puffs out his chest and tilts his chin upwards as he declares with his marginally super small size, "By omission or prejudice, I find myself being far less than what I could be. Be honest with me, my elder dragon. Does my ambition as conqueror not interest you? I was born to be great, so direct me towards renown. What path shall I follow? Conqueror, demolitionists. I don't like this trait. Ergot has grown frustrated with his inability to reach heights. A shepherd, yet no, definitely not. Challenger, win a combat against an army with 500 more power. This is going to be very difficult as well. What does Conqueror need? In a siege battle against a throne city. Yeah, you will not be doing that, honestly. You will not be doing this. Challenger, win a battle against an army with more power. Like I said, this is going to be very difficult because at this stage of the game we will mostly be running around with late game armies, fighting stuff that is usually lower than us. But also, you will not really be doing any sieges, so honestly, Challenger may suit you better. Although aggressive tactician, the thing is, all of what is being here, available here is kinda shit. So ambitious, you will fit as a challenger. That's kind of the best choice we can do right here. An amazingly difficult battle has been won against Vitalis. It's crazy that we were able 8,000 against 300, was it, or something? You know what? Let us retry this. I'm not pleased with the results here. Oh my god, man. Bro, you kind of have to distribute at least some forces, you know? Like, I think you can survive this. Alright? Please. Let's start the siege with our non-siege character, because why the hell not? Oh yeah, they have necrotic spires. Necrotic spires, which heal their undead, but summon decaying zombies every 2 turns. Oh, interesting. Very interesting. Well, inside Rebellion as always. Now, Revels of... Wait, no. Revels of Blood is kinda useless because they're immune to bleeding because they're undead. So let's do Wizard Bombardment and Harass Defenders. Or should we go for Honor Juice? Nah... Or? Honestly, Wizard Bombardments doesn't seem that great. But I'm not sure. You know, I kinda want to try Tower Bombardment because we never take it. Okay, this is new. A dragon has, well, surrendered. Rather than engaging your approaching troops... the fire dragon turns its sinewy neck. You see what I mean? Sinewy. What is that? You know what? I'm gonna Google it for you. Because obviously there's no way I wouldn't know a word like that. So apparently sinewy is something like mighty, powerful, but also stretchy. Kind of like, exactly like the dragons here in this realm. It's just crazy, man. There are so many goddamn words in English. Holy shit. Turns its sinewy neck as it regards them with an ancient knowing gaze. I see much in the way of strength and power before me. The great dragon's sonorous voice booms. Ages ago, it and its kin used primal forces to shape this realm. Now the serpentine monster pauses, casting a look of vast intelligence over your army. I too, you may agree, am mighty. Equally we are matched, yes? The fire dragon ponders. What shall it be then? Prudence. Prudence. Prudence means smartness or wisdom. Yeah, no, I did not look that up just now. What shall it be then? Prudence, and we part as equals, or glory, and one of us falls. Well, that's a very interesting offer you have to make, even though I am way outmatching your force. We have something with 100% success rate, since we are an Elder Dragon. Attempt to draw the fire dragon to your side. 8 strength primal check. I still don't know what this... Oh, I think it explains here. 8 strength. When a monster ruler... What? A ruler is a unit who has both... Okay, a monster ruler. I guess that just applies to dragon, because there's only dragon as a monster ruler. Has reached a high enough XP level, this can unlock special character actions and story events. Within those actions, the player ruler attempts to channel their primal powers to perform a challenging action. Each primal check has a strength X, which determines how the option behaves. The option is hidden as long as the ruler level is lower than X. Okay, a 50% base chance of success when the ruler level is exactly X. This chance is increased by 10% for every ruler level above X. So we have 5 ruler levels above... At least 5 ruler levels above the normal condition. Okay, 100% success. The fire dragon approves of your motivation. You gain a fire dragon unit. Very good. The independent army will be removed. Failure. The fire dragon withdraws with pride. Then the independent army will be removed. You gain 2 stacks of primal exhaustion. Okay. Withdraws with pride. Oh well. Unity, our kin must stand strong against the young races. Exactly. Wow, we succeeded. A fire dragon to our ranks then. Punishes, yeah, garbage. All of it. So I have just joined a siege against Mhy'hdas. Don't even ask me what the name was again. I have forgotten 10 minutes ago already. Okay, so apparently some of those units are going to be mind controlled after 1 turn. Okay, well, so not yet. So they're kind of like backstabbing their armies. Alright, let me just quickly position and then let's see this together. Alright, I've positioned myself quite defensively. Let's see how this works. In particular, if the... Oh wait, it already happened. Okay. Good to know. Alright, so it happens at the start of the turn. Yeah, and they do attack them, which is great. This serves as perfect cannon fodder right here. Wait, what is that? Meteor shower. Up to 2 random enemy units and enemies adjacent to those sustain 10 and 10 physical damage. The spell repeats at the start of each turn for the rest 5 turns. I think that's what the enemy cast. just now. I'm not sure though, because I couldn't imagine. Well, I didn't cast it, all right. I didn't do shit, but they really love this one unit right here of our numbers. But yeah, they're doing great cannon fodder things. Our units, the perfect distraction for us to swoop in now. It's kind of as if we were just waiting for them to betray them, you know? We wait in front of their gates and they're like, oh, what are they doing? Why are they not attacking? And then all of a sudden, surprise, motherfucker. And then the elemental, who's supposed to be a loyal summon, is like, bam, skadoosh, you know? Okay, this is one of the prime moments where we just eat a stone spirit right there. You doing alright, man? Well, too bad. 100% chance of instant death right there. Man, this is so strong in combination with the Dragon Lord. Or Dragon Ruler, holy man. Honestly, I wish this spell was in a different tome. I mean, okay, it makes the Chaos Tome just that much more appealing just because of the spell, because damn, I love spells and things that allow you to use your ruler more often. For example, I really love the Mirror Image Tome because it allowed you to just fight every defensive battle within your domain with your ruler. And yeah, this is kind of like the advanced version of it, basically allowing you to use your ruler every time, everywhere, in every single battle you fight, which is so cool, honestly. That kind of really wants me to go more for chaos affinities and stuff like that. But altogether, chaos affinities generally sucks. This spell, however, is absolutely huge. So yeah, man. Ah, damn it. And as always, really good positioning on your side, guys. Critical hit as well. God damn. And easy squidoobles. Oh, I wonder how this one survived. Probably not because the avatar of chaos snagged upon him. Oh well. Let's just win this fair and square. 1,000 quadrillion people versus 1. Now if that isn't fair, then I don't know what is. Also, wow, our hero leveled up. Alright. Let's give him more crit chance as always. Every time a really nice choice. Right, I completely forget that Spellblade is using magic, of course, so why not have something that gives him a lot of magic damage instead of some resistances? There we go. Much better. Also, we will, yeah, we'll probably construct something like an explosion thing for him as well, like we got on Cornic Cinder now. Just so he has a long range AoE thing to be able to cast as well. Garden of the Gilded. Let's see what that is about. Probably some plants. Upon entering the Garden of the Gilded, Brogdor, the duelist, shields his eyes from the blinding sunlight bouncing off white sands and golden idols. Brogdor is inside an arena amidst a dozen gold statues. Most of them are rooted in gold puddles that spot the wide sandy plains. Soldiers, servants, beasts, furniture and food, all wrought from gold. Wait, did that statue just move? Then Brogdor hears snickering. My, a raspy voice resounds through the arena. Have they lifted my exile at last? A luxuriously garbed wizard king reveals himself. I am Mhy'hdas. Mhy'hdas, god of wealth, take my hand and stay a while. In the upcoming battle, touched by Mhy'hdas. I get it. Mhy'hdas touch? Mhy'hdas? Mhy'hdas? Get it? Mhy'hdas units suffer gilded at the start of combat. Each 2 seconds a defending unit stops being gilded. Ooh. Mhy'hdas melee attacks have 60% chance of inflicting gilded. Doesn't seem that bad, honestly. Those puddles of gold seem treacherous. Cast preemptive counterspell. And hastened attackers is active. Alright. Let's do the spell because we have enough mana. And 300 is really not nothing we have to be worried about. Okay, so hastened attackers and touched by Mhy'hdas. It is depicted to be somewhat challenging, although I can already say it's not going to be. Because I say so, a lot of gold. Oof. What just happened there? Ooh, yeah, well, the thing is they're still all gilded, so nothing we should be worrying about. Oh, yeah, this kind of looks like Baldur's Gate. And I just noticed I still have the filter on. I don't know why. Okay, it should have been on. Sorry. I'm really sorry about this. Holy man. Yeah, we should definitely go and approach them as best as we can while still keeping us buffed. So let's use the first turn-ish to kind of get those stacked buffs in. That should cover all. Yes, that is right. Buff us all with haste and with strength and regeneration and a little bit of health regain, of course. And then we can go and just go in, you know. Let's see here. Who becomes ungilded first? Was it this unit? I think, yeah, it's the transmuter. Yeah, it is a transmuter. Okay, I was wondering for a second. Well, luckily not the drakes yet. They're permanently gilded, it seems like. Yeah, well, kind of makes sense. Ooh, yeah, that's a really good spot for... You know what? What is this? Slowing. Ah, it does have an effect. So let's just use the best attack we can use. Can somebody... Yes, somebody can touch her. Not in the weird way, of course. Oh yeah, and we can of course do... Why didn't I do that soon? I mean, we got a crit in anyway, so it really doesn't matter. Let's move kinda here, I guess. Into the gold puddle, and of course, we will be snacking on some of those whiz boys right here. Right like that. Okay, we also don't have to worry about them reappearing because... Oh, only 81% chance of terrifying gorging. Well, still high enough to one-shot them. Nice, okay. So we can approach with our supports as well now. Nice and easy. He's level 1, by the way. Does this mean if I defeat him, it's gone? It's over? Oh yeah, you shouldn't do that. They're hastened. They have 2 retaliations. Oh well. I guess he does deal a lot of damage. Yeah, nothing to worry about. Somebody got ungilded? No? No? Really? Okay. Alright. I suppose not. Yeah, let's Ooh. Oh. Oh no. Oh no, this is too good. Yep. Oh. Oh well. Don't tell me that's it. Okay, it's not it. Alright, 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 at least. So we still have some rubble to take care of. Let's do so right away. Actually, let's focus on clearing those drakes over here and stuff like that. Because they have a chance to get ungilded, right? So we kinda maybe want to focus on that. Also, yeah, that's an insta-kill, goddamn. Boom. Even a crit. Inflict some damage onto him because he's gilded as well. I mean, because he's near, and that's what they do when they suffer damage like that. You know, they just explode as normal things do. Crit, nice. Yeah, we really don't need to cast any spells here at this point. Crit, there we go. Yeah, that's one. That's just one. But we can always just pump a little bit more into them. Into their faces, not their poo-poo butts, because well, we can't scoop around that. Oh, oops. What happened to the camera there? Doesn't matter. Yeah, okay, our hastened has worn off, and this dragon is... Oh, can he kill us? No, probably not. Well, especially not that... Yeah, but damn, that goes close. That goes close. They're real... Our units are really squishy, I have to say. Like, really squishy. I mean, they have like... they have like tier 1 unit defense. Usually I have higher defense, but oh well. We can maybe go like that and then do a little bit of this over here, get the double kill. Was that necessary? Probably not, but I do it anyway, every day. Get that crit in, nice, and the kill. There we go, easy. Yeah, the ruler spell really is great. Alright, let's see here. Breastplate of Champions, wait. Okay. Ah! Okay, this is the one you get from the Materium Empire Affinity skill tree thingy. Alright. Oh my god. Touch of Mhy'hdas after me. Your warriors proved more than Mhy'hdas and his golden host bargained for. The impoverished Wizard King lies at your feet. Not quite. The golden destiny I had coined for myself. The fallen Godir smirks through the pain. How precious. First my rivals enviously seal me away. Mhy'hdas calls up gold blood. And when my prison opens, next, vault robbers arrive to raid my treasures. The self-proclaimed god of wealth spits scornfully. Take my riches, may you choke on them. As Mhy'hdas spends his final breaths, your troops collect his horde. How else will you profit from Mhy'hdas' demise? Damn, nice background with the coin. An elemental slaying great axe, T4, it looks like shit. Well, it gives us some fragments. We definitely don't need the mana. Reanimate an intact golden golem. Yeah, maybe. Maybe. Steal a fracture of Mhy'hdas' enchantment to create a transmuter. Transmuter of the Ashlings. Well, at least the transmuter will be of our Ashling kind, so I would actually favor that before the gold golem. But also the axe has the fragments, you know? And we really don't need a transmuter, so let's pick up the axe. Alright, I guess we got it here on this location. Age of Chaos has also been researched. Nice. Yeah, well, another tome. Honestly, I don't know what to go for. Oh, do we need anything? I think we're good, honestly. I guess since we're already going full chaos, we can go for Tome of Pandemonium, which, well, I mean, we can already create Chaos Eaters, but the biggest reason why I would go for this is Vessels of Chaos, which grants our race 10% more damage for each negative status effect the enemy has. Stacks up to 3 times, so 30% more damage on average, because the enemy will have a lot of negative status effects most of the time. That's pretty much the only reason I would go for this. This is very strong for us, but the rest is kind of useless, but also any other tome is sort of useless as well, so it kind of fits in a way.
There is a subtle artistry to true chaos. There is nothing as delightful as watching the seeds of discord grow into mass hysteria, spreading panic and disorder throughout entire populations. To me, it is simply bliss.
Simply bliss to Carissa the Red, Mistress of Passions. Alright, the Mistress of Passions is new to me. I can't remember that. Now that we got new materials, I'm gonna create another staff for our Warlock. Oh man. Let's meanwhile equip her with a new one. Oh boy. Oh boy. This is really a little inefficient here. Anyways. Bind Ancient Gold Wonder has been able and ready to cast. Let's do it on our tower. The enemy sends more war parties, by the way. Enchanting Tower. Cast it. There we go. 1,600 knowledge is, I think, the highest we've been yet. Wait, actually, I'm curious. Let me check now. Yeah, it actually is. So turn 90 on Quara Phoenix we had 1.4k knowledge income. Here we have 1.6. So Chosen Destroys actually in the late run, in the late game, does ramp up quickly with knowledge income. Well, with gold and mana actually not so much, because we had more gold earlier on, but we also have to keep in mind that our, well, okay, we also had 1k unit upkeep in Quara Phoenix's run, so that altogether is kind of, well, yeah, well, if you value knowledge, the Chosen Destroys is, I guess, good. I mean, that comes with the cost of kind of having to wait for magical materials a little bit. Yeah, okay, so both playstyles do have their own benefits and their own drawbacks, honestly. Really interesting. So in this battle we would only lose a war breed, which is actually good enough for me to say, yeah, we can actually auto-resolve this battle then. Because yeah, we're kind of unstoppable too. And for an puppy no, I will not summon a useless unit yet again. Oh, what is this here? Oh, well, must have been imagining things, I guess. Oh, Warlock also has banned Broken Will now, allowing her to dominate an enemy unit once their morale goes low enough. Our warrior, on the other hand... what do we give? I would say more melee damage and then go into unyielding. Seems pretty like a pretty good choice to me. Okay, this has to be really interesting. So our one unit got caught in the middle of nowhere. I don't know how it got there. Probably because of some pathfinding, I automatically told them to go there. But yeah, well, we're gonna essentially just summon a little somebody. Let's just say that. And then yeah, just watch, you know? Also, what the hell did they just destroy? Ah, yeah, because of Desolate Walk or something like that. And then yeah, you just kind of watch what's gonna happen. If you know what I'm saying right over here. Oh. Ooh, guys. Oh no. What's that? This looks like my ruler. Why do I have 107 health? Ooh. Does it matter how much health I have in the other realm or what? Like in the real realm or something like that? Yeah, okay, well actually they resisted frostbite because I'm a little stupid right here. Just a little bit dumb. I forgot. But anyways, we can just cast it again. Should he fall. Let's see how well he does. Yeah, okay, I don't think they have a chance. I don't think they have a chance. Yep. You guys are cooked. Oh no, how could we possibly have won this battle? Oh no. And yeah, there he goes, running away. Alright, our Spellblade leveled up yet again, giving him flanking damage. Also, let's quickly clear out Glutton's Fane. Let's see what this has to offer. Brokdor the Duelist approaches a Glutton's Fane built by the Archons long ago and is greeted by chanting and the most foul order. Peeking inside Brokdor witnesses the mass of a cult who have built half a dozen piles of bones and flesh. At their center, a butcher ogre feeds a gluttonous karach, rotting carcasses to empower it. The cultists chant about the coming of the world devourer, are augured to consume the realm. Once the karach is sufficiently fed, the cultists will unleash it. I'm pretty sure they didn't pay that much attention to the well, correctiveness of the wording here. The order of the glutton will soon set the devouring karach loose on the world. Their mad scheme should be stopped. Well, we can spend the carcass to We can spend the mana to get a better result out of this. Though I'm pretty sure we... Excuse me. Alright, so this turned out to be much more scarier than I anticipated. Because, well, one gorging attempt failed, and our leader already got decimated. Even though he had Berserker's Rage, it somehow didn't activate it. I don't know why. But anyways, we can cast the spell again should we need to, I think. And they have positioned really poorly, so we can really take advantage of that, I assume. Kinda want to push him a little bit further here, honestly. Kinda like this. Huzzah! Right into the corner, perfect. Meaning we can sort of push him back here, and maybe if we crit, we even kill this one. Yep, there we go. Okay, nice. Well, now the situation kind of looks much more stable again. Alright, so I just found out that you apparently cannot use the spell twice. As well, I don't know why, honestly, but I guess that just doesn't work, and we lost a unit. I think we're gonna lose the spell as well. Holy crap. Yeah, I should have brought the support right here. Well, we still won it, even though... yeah. Okay, now I have to check. Berserker Rage. When this unit's total hit points reach 33% or lower, it becomes Berserk for 1 turn. Berserk Steadfast. Why did this not trigger? I assume because he had like over 60% HP and the enemy one-shot him. In which case, this just means this isn't really a backup, but rather you really need to get low first and not be one-shot apparently. Which is very different. Brokdor the duelist has thwarted the scheme of the Order of the Glutton and slain the gorging Koroth. While inspecting the Glutton's fane, another butcher augur jumps out from a hidden clove, attempting to escape. With the last corruptor leaving the temple, the grace of the archons that once ennobled this Glutton's fane is restored, and Brokdor feels their arcane blessing surge through his body. Yet the Glutton's fane is still befouled by filth and decay. How will Brokdor deal with the cult's mess? Gold we do not need, Imperium also kinda not, food definitely not, a butcher augur even less, so let's go for Imperium. Clean up the Glutton's fane to restore some of its glory. Also we can instantly annex this because I've already prepared in advance. Yeah, that's just how I am, what can I say? Also, our Spellblade therefore leveled up once again, gaining some more attack. Also, our Ranger leveled up, giving him Adept of Chaos. Yeah, Adept of Chaos, much more suitable. We will... base attacks. Okay, base attacks, they probably mean range attacks with that as well, so we're going for that. As well as... let me think here for a second. Actually, let's go for this path a little bit so we can skip this skill, because we don't really need the defense and evasion. We rather want to focus more on damage for our rangers. So let's go for Slippery and Swift. Right, and before I forget, there seemed to have been a misunderstanding of us taking prisoners if they can generate mana for us at the same time, so yeah, I don't know how that happened. Also, let us go and take military engineering before I forget it again, as well as natural recovery, allowing us to recover a little faster within our... Wait, I didn't... Oh no, never mind. I thought I didn't pick Court of Whispers and was confused why it didn't work. But that never happened, so okay, we're good. Never mind that. And ready to bind our second ancient gold wonder to be able to cast Age of Chaos now. Holy, look at our resources. We will never be able to spend any of those. Jeez. Like, is this supposed to be normal? Are you supposed to have an abundance of all of these resources? Because you clearly do not have... Okay, actually, you are able to spend the money with more cities, like just like we were able to spend that much money with Kuara Phoenix. So basically, you're really locking yourself out of the opportunity to scale up harder for the faster scale, you know? So you kind of, what I'm saying is you kind of bottleneck yourself, because you will have a lot that kind of wants to squeeze through that tiny gap, but the tiny gap is you only have one city and you have no positive alliances that you can really use these resources on. So you can only use them on yourself. So this is kind of like the trade-off I'm noticing. Anyways, Vessels of Chaos has been researched. I will want to have the Summon Valor now. There we go, nice. Maybe we'll look into this as well, because I don't think there's anything better we kind of want to have right now. And yeah. And we're going to besiege Bakras. Bakras, yes. Going for the usual Inside Rebellion. Revels of Blood, yes, because they can bleed, because they're demons and not undead. And Harass Defenders. Yep. And just because we are so close to it on our pathway, we will go to the Forbidden Shrine. You and your Retine approach the Grand Forbidden Shrine, decorated with depictions of stern-looking Godir. You hear eerie chanting coming from within and espy a group of hooded figures performing some sort of ritual. Suddenly, a blood-curdling scream echoes through the temple. This group is summoning something big and otherworldly. Your companions swallow nervously as they look on, awaiting orders. Oh no, it's a demon. We don't have any experience with demons. We are literal demons, okay? Take over the ritual. Whatever is summoned belongs to you. 100% success. There we go. Attempt to finish their ritual yourself. The cultists stammer as you take over their ritual with ease. In the upcoming battle, Cease Demonic Summoning is active. The attacker has seized control of the ritual. In 5 turns, a Balor with Berserk will join the attacker until the end of battle. Yeah, this is actually... Within 5 turns, they're all dead. Okay, it's kind of funny, but yeah, we will we will finish the battle before that. Enter battle with Forbidden Shrine guards. Yeah, we will still do it. Whatever they're summoning, it belongs to us. Success. And here we go. Ceased demon summoning. The attacker has seized control of the ritual. In 5 turns, the battle with Berserk will join the attacker until the end of battle. Oh, Berserk. Oh, okay. Well, unless this is going to be an easy victory. Yeah, okay, it is. Yeah, like... I'm sure we would have taken them out before 5 turns anyways, because last time we clearly managed to kill all of them within far less than 5 turns. Kinda wanted to see it, but with our odds, it's just not gonna happen. Like, we're just speedrunning through all of this actually here, because we're too powerful. With the cultists gone and their ritual undone, the Forbidden Shrine at the last falls silent and you are free to investigate. The cultists were not praising the deities for whom the Forbidden Shrine was built at all. A malicious-looking scroll sits in the center of the ritual cycle, an artifact used to summon beings from a world called Abadoth. Bearing illustrations of beings like dire penguins, it seems the cultists were using this scroll to call on this demonic power. The demonic scroll is silent and yet incredibly captivating. So much knowledge rests within. Yeah, we summon a dire tier 2 penguin. Wow! Let's just go for the knowledge. The knowledge contained within this fiendish scroll could certainly be of use to you. Exactly, it could. You know what? At this point, we could actually just go for instantly gain some knowledge. Unless we want to go for another hero, we could do that now faster as well, because we really don't need the Imperium to spend on anything. Considering that our army size has increased pretty well, I would still honestly wait though. Yeah, right, and we would definitely need to do a few more shamans, as you might know. Yeah, shamans. Classic, good old war shamans. There we go. Let's wait a little bit further, therefore. Oh, why is just one unit blocking this entrance? What the fuck? It was an Inferno puppy? Oh, because, yeah, okay, never mind. Because we turned it into one. Oh yeah, okay. A lot of confusion. This is too chaotic. Get it? Chaotic? Because we are playing with Chaos Affinity, yeah. I know, it was fun. And here we are going to use Ritual of Alacrity combined with faster construction of outposts to instantly reach their throne city, which is unprotected. I mean, if you don't mind, my good sir, then I guess I'll be raising your throne city completely defenseless, I assume. Yeah. Revels of blood, I guess. What? Is this your main where even is their ruler? I'm so confused. Oh no, a single Inferno puppy against 3 tier 3 units. What am I supposed to do? Oh, what? My Inferno tier 1 puppy defeated this army all by himself? God damn, that's crazy, honestly. yeah, you better leave, honestly. Oh man, I love this spell. Ooh, what? Brutal Incursion. A wounded scout arrives at your court, her armor turned better, the Butcher. We already had that event. Guys. Fine, we can do it. We will probably win the game beforehand anyways, so there's really nothing. This war of ours is tiresome, corny. Sometimes I wonder if it would be better to end it. Yeah. Honestly, you are right. Let's just end it right when I am about to completely destroy your hometown. I totally oblige with that, probably. Summon Valor has been researched though. Sacrificial Slaughter, would we want to have that? I mean, it's sacrificing a unit. We could do that with... Oh, no, it's units, it's not heroes, I think. I don't know though. Veil of Darkness is also not so good. Enchanted Crow Companions, I guess, is kinda the best. Let me see. You know what? Let's actually go for. Yeah, I guess Enchanted Crows we can instantly finish as well, and then we'll go for. How was it called again? I forgot. Like Frenzied. No, not frenzied. Game, help me out here a little bit, maybe? I mean, we have the mana, we can go on like this forever. I will get my spell game. I will get it eventually. There we go. Demonic Onslaught. All attacking units gain killing momentum and hasten for 3 turns. Meaning, oh yeah, right. Wait, what if we cast this when we're defending something? Does the enemy... I kind of want to try that out. Honestly, if that happens, I will definitely cast this spell. Just to see how it works. Also, Shadow, let's get that we gain combat casting points per unit death or kill in combat. Sounds pretty nice. And yeah, we can't really spend Imperium on anything anyways, so this is, like I said, kind of the bottleneck. Although we are kind of, well, diminishing this opportunity anyways, since we are continuously producing more units that are requiring the Imperium to be efficiently kept, you know? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so almost our... Oh, look at that. The quest is right here. Oh, well. Okay. And we are right about to conquer Bakras. But that only in the next episode. Thank you all so much for watching, and I hope to see you again next time when we cast our Age of Chaos, and we'll probably finish the game. And I do have to say that it can still be possible that we will achieve, well, a military victory, but if time runs out and this city kind of... Yeah, so there's one thing that is going to be a little interesting to see. So if we raise the throne city, right, and haven't defeated their leader, they will probably allocate their throne city onto a different city they're currently having, right? Unless that happens, and we somehow manage to defeat their ruler, then we will, yeah, kind of finish the game. If they reallocate their throne city to some other city, then they will obviously survive. But the thing is, currently they have their throne city under siege, and I don't know how it works. Can they allocate their throne city if it is currently under siege, or if it's currently being raised? And if it is has been raised, can they still reallocate it? Because they've built all of their materials here, and judging from the logic of Age of Wonders, they only teleport to a different city, so everything you've built still exists, right? If that is being destroyed, per se, being raised, then what happens, right? Do they have to rebuild all of that? Or do they just magically reconjure that in a different city? So this is going to be a little interesting, I would say, to find out. Also, their province, they have really weird... I mean, it makes sense, all of their resources are there for some reason, but still looks kind of weird, their annexations, you know? Anyways, like I said, thank you all so much for watching, and I hope to see you again next time for the finale. Have a nice day, and until then, goodbye.